People are saying Jake Paul is absolutely crazy to be fighting Anthony Joshua next month. Can you really blame them for thinking that? Paul is a massive underdog heading into his showdown against Joshua, who opened as a minus 1,200 favorite to win. It's no secret why those odds are so lopsided. Paul is a YouTuber turned boxer whose career has been built off beating aging former UFC fighters. Ben Askren, Tyrone Woodley, Anderson Silva, Nate Diaz, and Mike Perry. He also beat over-the-hill boxer Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. this past June. That's his entire resume of notable opponents. Anthony Joshua is neither aging nor past his prime. He's a former boxing heavyweight champion still considered elite by the entire sport. And on top of that, he has an obviously huge size advantage over Paul, which was on full display during their first face-off at Friday's press conference in Miami. Despite those overwhelming odds, Paul believes he has a legitimate chance to beat Joshua and expressed just how willing he is to risk everything for this opportunity. "This is going to be fun," Paul said. "I want him to cut me up. I want him to break my face. But guess what? He's going to have to kill me to stop me. And I'm ready to die, seriously ready to die in the ring to win this fight." That's either incredible confidence or complete delusion, depending on your perspective. Paul has never faced anyone remotely close to Joshua's caliber. The size difference alone makes this a dangerous proposition. For his part, Joshua's intent on delivering a complete beatdown and making an example out of the YouTuber who dared step into the ring with him. "If I'm going to be honest, I'm going to break his face, I'm going to break his body up, I'm going to stomp all over him," Joshua said. "That's my mentality. That's a fighter's mentality. And I know what's in my heart. I know what's in my mind, and I'm here to compete." Joshua's words carry weight because he's actually done those things to elite heavyweight boxers throughout his career. This isn't trash talk from someone unproven. This is a two-time heavyweight champion promising violence against someone many consider completely outmatched. The size difference cannot be overstated. During the face-off, Joshua towered over Paul, making the YouTuber look like a different weight class entirely. Paul has fought in cruiserweight while Joshua spent his entire career dominating the heavyweight division. Paul's previous opponents were either smaller fighters moving up in weight or significantly past their prime. Askren had a hip replacement before their fight. Woodley was years removed from his championship reign. Silva was nearly 50 years old. Diaz had been retired for years. Perry was never an elite boxer to begin with. Joshua is a completely different animal. He's fought and beaten some of the best heavyweights in the world. His knockout power is legendary, his boxing fundamentals are solid, and his athleticism in heavyweight is rare. The minus 1,200 odds mean you need to bet $1,200 just to win 100 if Joshua wins. That's how confident odds makers are on the outcome. Those kinds of odds usually indicate a complete mismatch. Paul's willingness to die in the ring sounds dramatic, but it might be what's required to survive 5 rounds with someone of Joshua's caliber. Heart and determination only go so far when facing elite power and technique. The December 19th date gives both fighters time to prepare, though it's hard to imagine any amount of preparation bridging the massive skill and experience gap between them. Paul's confidence is either admirable or delusional. He genuinely believes he can compete with a former heavyweight champion despite never facing anyone remotely similar. That self-belief has carried him this far, but belief doesn't stop punches from a legitimate heavyweight. Joshua's promise to break Paul's face and body isn't hyperbole. He's done exactly that to elite competition throughout his career. The question isn't whether he can hurt Paul, but how long Paul can survive once the violence starts. This fight represents everything controversial about modern boxing. A YouTuber with questionable opposition facing a legitimate champion in a massive event driven entirely by name recognition and streaming numbers rather than competitive merit.